Good morning. Now, I think we're going to start ditching the bonsoir because I liked it for a bit, but now I'm going off it. And I don't know, but I'm not loving it. But this week, it is my bestie Amber's birthday on Saturday, so I'm baking her birthday cake, and I thought I'd film it for you guys. I've never made this cake before. It's the banana chocolate Swiss from the Liam Charles Cheeky Treats Volume 1 cookbook. That was a mouthful. 4 layers, chocolate mousse, Swiss meringue buttercream. We're going all out for the birthday girl. But yeah, I thought I would just bring you along for it because I haven't filmed a bake with me for quite a while. Now, before I've even started, I've run into some issues. I don't have a big enough mixing bowl to make the 4 cakes in one go, which is like the recipe says. And also my cake tins are a little bit small. So what I'm gonna do is make 2 cakes now, like with half the mixture, and then go off camera and make the other 2, and then see how it goes. Yeah, I'm quite excited. Like, I haven't baked for a while. I don't know what I was saying, but a delivery man came to pick up some deliveries. So what I'm going to do is hop into it. I think what I was saying is I haven't baked for ages. Also, this is going to be a real test of my brain power because I need to work out what half of all these things are. So 840 divided by 2 is 420. I'm probably going to watch this back and realise I've done the maths wrong, but you know, what can you do? I have Harry Styles stuck in my head. I don't know if we've discussed yet, but I am loving the new album, like, in love. Harry can do no wrong in my eyes. I think I've already made an error because I think I weighed it with the sieve on. It's gonna be a long day. Shall we try again? With the sieve on it. Oh, I had measured it with the sieve on it because that's coming up as 0. If Anna's watching this, she's probably going to be horrified at how wrong it's going already. But, you know, we live and we learn. Also, I don't know how anybody would have, unless, I suppose if you've got like a KitchenAid or a proper stand mixer, your mixing bowl is massive. But I don't know how anybody could make this in any smaller bowl than that in one go. $4.20, bossed that. Haven't greased the tin yet either. I just felt like I needed to get started, to be honest. Because, right, the game plan is make the cakes today and then tomorrow I'm gonna decorate it because Amber's birthday is Saturday. But it's Swiss meringue buttercream, so the cake obviously has to be really cold. I have also never made Swiss meringue before. Of course. So that could all go wrong. And right, there's just a lot of things in here that could be great, could be not so great. I need 1/4 of one of these sachets. How many grams is it? 5, so 1.2. That'll do. Teaspoon of cinnamon, 1.5 teaspoons of ground cinnamon and 1/2 teaspoon of ground nutmeg. Right. What? 3/4 of a teaspoon of cinnamon. I find it hard to measure. This has never been open. So 1/4 teaspoon. That's probably about right. Right, so sift your flour, baking powder, ground cinnamon and nutmeg into a bowl. We have done that. We have achieved that at the very least. There are the dry ingredients. God, that was hard enough. Never mind what the rest of it's going to be like. Okay, and then cream your butter and both sugars together in a large bowl with a freestanding or handheld. Easy. So we've got half of 7 is 150. So half of 7 is 375. God, look at me with the maths today. Also, I'm not really sure what's gonna happen with the leftover cake mix, because obviously I'll measure the because I'm doing it for somebody else. I'm gonna measure the amount of cake mix I'm putting in the tin, and really make them precise. But obviously there's gonna come a point where it is just full, and if I put any more in, it's gonna bubble over in the oven. So I need to work that one out. I just can't believe I didn't check what size cake tin I needed. Hadn't even crossed my mind, because I've made 2 of the other cakes in this recipe, 2 of the other big cakes in this recipe book, and I think I had assumed that because they were 4 by 20 that this would be 4 by 20, not 4 by 25. I said 375. But yeah, so enough cake talk. How are we all doing? What are we all doing with our lives? It's pretty sunny in the UK at the minute, which I'm living for, although it's so annoying. We live right in the countryside, in the middle of nowhere, and in the summer we just get loads and loads of horseflies, and I thought we'd gotten away with it this year, but then I went out to buy the eggs this morning, and I literally, the biggest horsefly I've ever seen in my life, literally flew in my car. And then as I got him out, another one got in. Baffling to me, to be honest. Now, 300 grams of caster sugar. You know, I hate it when you open things like that and it's spray everywhere. Yeah, 300 grams. What was I going to say? But yeah, the sun is out. I don't have any holidays abroad planned for the rest of the year, so I would quite like to change that, but we will see. Have got a couple of festivals coming up. I'm going to see the Vamps at Bardfest, the start of July, and then I'm going to see the Garden Party in the end of July, which I've never been so excited for a festival in my life. I actually won my tickets to SGP in a competition because they sold out super quickly, and I was like, oh, I'll enter these competitions, but does anybody ever win? I did. I won a pair of tickets to SGP. So naturally, I have literally been outfit planning since I found out. And the theme, if you've never heard of the Secret Garden Party, it basically, they stopped it 5 years ago, and this year would have been the 20th anniversary, I think. So they're holding it again, but every year they have a theme, and I've never been, but I was desperate to go to the last one, but it just didn't happen. And this year's theme is All You Need Is Love, and literally my outfit's all pink. I've got the cutest little bikini and skirt set that's got love hearts on. It is just if there was a theme for me, it would be love. It doesn't have, you can wear what you want. It's very much like an anything goes festival, but the fact that the theme is love is literally I love love, and I'm such a pink girl, with the love hearts and all of that. That is me to a T. I'm sure loads of people will interpret it in so many different ways, which is so fun. But all my outfits that I've planned, I literally have planned all my outfits. It's literally the 16th of June today, and I'm not going to the 21st of July, but I've planned my outfits because I can't wait. So yeah, there's SGP then, and then literally 2 weeks after, I think it might even be less than 2 weeks after, I'm going to Boardmasters. Again, outfit planning is happening for that. I have been to Boardmasters twice before, so I know that it's going to be one of the best weeks ever, and I can't wait for that. But Amber is coming to Boardmasters with us this year, which I can't wait for. I feel very, God, we're getting a bit deep and we're not very far into the video. I feel very grateful because I feel like when you get a bit older, when you're younger, right, you have all these things you want to do when you're older, and you'll think, oh, like, they're what you want to do when you're older. And then when you get to that age, you've forgotten about those things and you're so busy focused on the next bit. And it's like the last few months I've really like taken a step back and think like 16-year-old me would be so proud that she's got like a really good fundraising job, and I've been to Paris. Like, that has been on my bucket list for so long, and I've been, and that's such a big thing for me. And we went and did it properly as well. We had the best time. So I just feel like everything's really falling into place at the minute, and I feel very happy and really content and really lucky, basically. Right, enough rambling. I'm gonna go and mix this, and then I will be back. Also, I have to cream this together and then add in the eggs. So when I come back, I'll have done that, because there's no point showing all of that. Okay, I've got the cake mix here, which, to be honest, looks like cake for more than 2 of those cake tins. But I've decided that with the leftover mix, I'm just gonna make like little banana muffins or something. So I need to add 1.5 bananas mashed, 90 millilitres of whole milk, and a teaspoon of vanilla extract. So I might mash the bananas on the plate. That feels like more. Also, the recipe calls for large bananas, but these are pretty small. So I think I'm just going to do 2 small bananas instead of like 1.5 large, because this was all I could get. There was literally like 10 bananas left in Tesco's when I went yesterday. But I don't know if that's, maybe they're out of season. I'm not very good with my fruit seasons, to be honest. And I still haven't done the worst job, which is sort the tins out. Also, I'm probably doing this in such an awful way. This should have probably been done in the bowl, but also I feel it's just easier to mush flat. Trying to think what else has been going on in my life. I mean, I've been filming recently, but like not chatty videos. Although that's one thing I did want to talk about. I was like, oh, do you know what? I'm gonna make some more like TikToks, because I quite enjoy those like day in lives on TikToks. Anyway, so I filmed like snippets of my day the other day, like ready to edit into a TikTok. Like, if you have never made them, you can like film and then like save it as a draft and like go back in. Anyway, I had filmed all my clips of the day as like drafts, as like one draft, and then I went on TikTok and I had like, it had uploaded. Now it had, I had been drinking the night before, so I thought maybe I did it drunk, but it hadn't uploaded late at night. It literally uploaded in the middle of the day, and I don't know if maybe when I was drunk I went to upload it and it hadn't uploaded it. But like, it wasn't edited, I hadn't put any music over it. So I quickly deleted it, but it was so annoying because it's quite a good TikTok. I think I might like just re-edit the version I have. Something about mashed banana that makes me feel uncomfortable, like a bit queasy. But yeah, it was really, really weird. I still have like all the clips that I filmed in Paris to edit together, but it's just getting round to it. That's probably just me being lazy. But, right, I don't think that banana's going to be any more mashed. So I'm going to stick that in. And then, I think though it's annoying because I like filming on TikTok and then it's like all there. But also I feel like I learnt my lesson to like maybe not film it on TikTok and film it in my camera roll, so then I don't accidentally upload it and embarrass myself. Because the thing is, people had seen it, which, the only reason I realised it had posted is because it was like some random person had liked my video, and I thought, oh, like, I keep getting like backlog likes, like they like old videos. But no, I had accidentally uploaded. Right, we're going for 90 mils of milk. I think it's so clever how this scale measures mil. Oh, I've gone over, but that'll be fine. And then it says a tea. Is this open? Yeah. I'm just gonna splash that. And then it says to stir. Now, I don't know if it means like stir with a fork, a spoon or a whisk. Like, I guess if it was mixed, it would be a whisk. So I'm just gonna get my spatula. This is very precarious. Is that the word? Also, cracked an egg with one hand, and then I was disappointed that nobody had seen it. Because I can crack eggs with one hand, but I get like nervous about it. This looks like a lot of milk. It's a very runny mixture. It's quite hard to stir with a spatula, but I don't have the right sort of spoon either. I just want to make sure the banana's distributed as well. Like, obviously, that when you mash a banana, it all goes to like one clump. Although I can see that there are lumps of banana in here, so it should be fine. I don't want to knock the air out. I think that's done. That looks like a good cake mix, to be fair. I think actually what I'm going to do is quick clean up, then sort the tins, then put it in the oven. So I'll do the clean up. And then, yeah. Right, I think what I'm going to do is measure this out a bit and see how much I can get. Because I don't know that this will fit much. And I actually think this could be enough cake mix for 4 cakes in this size tin anyway. Let's go for 300 grams, I think. Okay, let's go for 350. What I don't want to do is overfill them. But also, there's enough cake mix. These should be full. Okay, I'm gonna put those in the oven, and then I'm gonna work out what to do with this cake mix, and then I'll be back. It's day 2. It's decorating day. Now, it's 31 degrees in England today. Luckily, my house is quite cool, so we should be fine, but not ideal. I baked the sponges yesterday. I actually ended up baking 5. I only need 4, but I thought with the extra mix, I thought it was safer to make an extra sponge, and then if something goes wrong with one, I've got spare. So we're gonna get on with the Swiss meringue. I don't know how this is gonna go. I don't know if my bowl is big enough. I think it's just gonna be chaos, but do you know what? Like, why not? It's fun, isn't it? This could all go horribly wrong. I can't say that I've ever done much separating of eggs. Wasn't the worst, apart from on Cooking Mama. God, I used to love that game. Right, there's one. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all the leftover egg yolks. That feels a waste. Oh, the Vamps announced yesterday that they're going on a 10-year greatest hits tour, so you can bet I will be attending. I can't remember if we spoke about this yesterday or not, but I am actually seeing them in a few weeks, so why not make it twice this year? In fact, I might even get tickets to 2 dates, although I feel really conflicted about that because I would hate to take away the chance for somebody else to go and see them, and I've seen them twice. Does that make sense? I'm sure a lot of people will be like, no, it's fine. But there's always that internal dilemma. I don't feel like I'm quite getting all the egg white off, but... And I don't know if I've said this already, but I'm not convinced my bowl is going to be big enough. But we'll see. It's also a lot of butter. It's 900 grams of butter. So I mean, obviously it's got to decorate a whole cake, so, and go inside the cake. So it's understandable that it's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4. But also, who has bowls big enough? Obviously a lot of people, but I seem to be struggling with the bowls. I've never made Swiss meringue, so it could go one of two ways. I feel this is quite a big task. I don't know, again, I don't know if I said this yesterday or not, but I've never made one of these great big cakes for anybody else. Like, I've only ever baked them for myself. And obviously the pressure's not on there because it's me. And this is a lot of egg white. Oh, shite. Well, I thought we might lose one along the way. And luckily I've got spare eggs. Oh, but now I've confused myself. Because one, how many have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was 7, wasn't it? Yeah. So we've still got 3 to go. I don't know why I cracked that so aggressively. Should I not just learn? There's something about these eggs that's making me feel a bit unnerved. Right, I think I've got 2 more. Yeah, and then this should be, yeah. You can get those little things, can't you, where you can like put that. Did anybody see that save? Oh, this feels like such a waste of egg yolks. Can I make an egg yolk omelette? I know people make egg white, but what about egg yolk? This probably isn't even how you're meant to do it, is it? Right. Okay, there are my 9 egg yolks. I'm gonna move the rubbish and then we'll come back and measure the sugar. Right, and next up is 675 grams of caster sugar. So we should be able to do that fairly easily, but you know, it's me, so who knows? There's a bit of shell in the bottom of that. 675 grams of caster sugar. Right, that is done. Now I have to put it on a bain-marie and wait for the sugar to dissolve. So I think I might move the camera over there and then we can do that together. I don't know how long this is meant to take, whether it's quite quick. I'm also concerned that I didn't have like the right amount of egg whites because I definitely sacrificed some in my poor egg splitting technique. There's something about this that's making me feel uncomfy. Just to put it in your fingers and rub it together, but I can't touch that, surely. I think I'm actually going to have to check in when this is done because it's taking its time and I can't talk and concentrate on this, it would seem. But yeah, so I'll check in with you in a bit. Although I think it's getting there a bit more now, which is a relief. Okay, I've whisked the egg and sugar together, but we're having a bit of a dilemma because the bowls aren't big enough. I need to start mixing the butter in, but I'm just debating whether to split it across 2 bowls and do half and half, but I don't know. Right, Swiss meringue buttercream is done and it looks so good and it tastes so good, so I'm proud of myself there. But now I have a chocolate mousse to make, which there just feels like there's a lot going on, which there is, but it's all at once, which is a bit of a pain. So chocolate's in the bain-marie, then I need to measure sugar and egg yolks into a bowl and beat until smooth and silky, then egg whites into a bowl until soft peaks are formed, and whipped cream until it's at just whipped. I think we can do egg yolks and sugar in a little bowl. So how much sugar? 50 grams. And now back to splitting eggs. This time, egg yolks and egg whites are needed, so can you tell I'm getting a bit stressed? That's alright. Fair play to people on Bake Off because they really have to multitask. Like, I could be not multitasking. There's no pressure really on me. The only pressure I have on me is myself. Last one. Was that 4? Yeah, right, okay. Now basically everything I have to do is mixing, and I hate the sound of the mixer on recording, so I will be back when everything is mixed, I think. Okie dokie. So, a lot of bowls going on, but I've whipped and whisked everything that needs to be whipped and whisked for the mousse. So we're just going to combine it all together. So we've got egg yolks and cocoa powder in this. It's just mixed together. So I'll just do that. That was actually the most stressful part of it all. I mean, touch wood, that will be, as well. It will stay that way because obviously it can be a bit more stressful stacking it. But I don't know if this needs... Add your cocoa powder to the egg yolks, then mix in the cream. Well, clearly I haven't got a big enough bowl here to mix the cream into that. So I think what I'm going to do is put it in here. I don't know if this is going to go wrong. But so egg yolks, melted chocolate and cream are all going together, and then the egg whites are being folded in. I would love to just make a cake like this once a week. Once a week I think would be good enough for me. I don't want to make one every day. But once a week, like a nice big cake, a bit of a challenge. Although something about this feels weird. Something about... Is this right? Right, and now we'll mix in the cream. It says mix though, so should I be doing this with the mixer? Oh, maybe. The mixer, I mean the whisk. I think this needs to be done with a whisk, doesn't it? Right. I'm going to go and whisk this and then I'll be back with that. Now it says using a figure of 8 motion, gently fold the egg whites in. I'm just going to make sure I've got everything off the sides. How strange. Something about this is really unnerving. And also, I feel like all of a sudden I don't know how to do a figure of 8. I know it's all going to come together. I hope it's all going to come together. God, look at that. God, to say that's my first chocolate mousse, my first Swiss meringue, I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright. Should we try it? It was more bitter than I was expecting, considering we ended up using milk chocolate, but to be fair, when it's with everything else, I'm sure that will be fine. So, chocolate mousse done, Swiss meringue done, cakes baked. It's time to start putting it all together, which is terrifying, but I'll see you in a sec when I've got myself a bit sorted and wash my hands again. Okay, this is the moment of truth. It is stacking time, which I actually am terrified for. Okay. So I think I've done that wrong already. I have. This is like the exciting bit, or it should be, but also it's the most like nerve-wracking, because obviously if you go wrong, you've gone wrong at the worst time. And I don't know which cakes are going to be my best cakes. Maybe I should work that out first. I don't know. This one on the top looks like a good cake, so I'm going to use that definitely. But that might actually be good for the top. I don't know if I've explained what's actually happening, but we're doing like border of Swiss meringue, and then like a circle of chocolate mousse. I'm so taking a picture of this. I don't care if that's lame. God, nerves, nerves, nerves. Annoying that I've split that cake, but maybe that isn't annoying, because maybe that is my easy choice. That one, see, that's not flat at all, is it? I need a proper cake leveler, I feel, but that might be better. Obviously no cake will go to waste. I will be eating the scrap, whatever. Right, I think that is pretty flat. Although the more I look, the less it looks again. We're going with it. It's still a little runny, but it is sitting on the cake quite well, so It's not so bad if like, well, this is too big a cake to eat without a plate, I guess, so like you're not going to be worried about it dripping down you. And it's going to be in the fridge overnight and fridge it for an hour. That one is pretty fat, so we'll stick her on. Okay. And then we'll repeat, although I think I'm going to put a bit more of the buttercream on, only because there's going to be loads of buttercream and loads of mousse left. So when I say more, I think I mean I'm going to go higher with it. It doesn't matter if it spills out over the edge because we've got the crumb coat going on, so I can like even that up. And chocolate mousse it. If you're watching this and you're thinking she's wife material and you're a boy looking for a wife, hit me up. Jokes. I do things like this though, and in my head I am like, wow, I must actually be wife material. And then I'm like, if anyone had actually watched the stuff that was going on when the camera was off, they would think, oh no, I've dropped chocolate on the side. See, that's what you get for getting ahead of yourself, Knowles. And then one more layer of cake. I don't think I'm going to do this one, but I'm going to cut it. Oh no. Okay, well that one is definitely not the cake. We'll use a little bit. Shit. Second thoughts, it will be that one. All jokes aside, is that even gonna fit? I think what I'm going to try and do is like just if I cement the gap in there a bit. I don't know whether I should maybe chill that layer for a minute. Lesson learned for next time, grease-proof the plates. I'm annoyed because I definitely didn't put enough chocolate mousse on that first layer either, so now I'm going to have loads left. And I don't really know what to do with it. know, but of course there's going to be extra everything because also the cakes are too small. You actually can't tell me that doesn't look good. I'm going to have to swap it, aren't I? I have the broken one on top. Because all the stuff is sticking out. Shit. Actually, I feel like I could cry. I know what I need to do. It's fine. Right, I'm going to sort this mess out and come back because I'm stressed. It's had its crumb coat. It's been in the fridge. I've obviously redeemed it from the last clip. But I'm just going to do the crumb coat and then it's time to decorate. I think I actually might stick this in a time lapse, but I'm not sure. Oh, I put some almond extract into this icing now as well.